Welcome back. Technology. It's affecting the way beef cattle producers do business. From ultrasounds to RFID tags, technology is now a growing part of many operations across the country. And now, thanks to broad television coverage, more and more people are now understanding another new technology, DNA. But as reporter Brian Baxter explains, DNA technology goes far beyond solving crimes, as beef producers are using it to find new solutions to their everyday production needs.
Cattle producers have seen the advent of several technologies such as EPDs and artificial insemination that have changed the way they do business. Now, with the help of Igenity, DNA technology is becoming an essential and easy-to-use tool producers are applying to their herds to take some of the risk out of the decisions they make every day, which is especially important when profit margins are tight.
Igenity is the most comprehensive product on the market right now in using DNA for selection. Producers take that profile and use it to choose which traits are specifically important to them, to their operation, and make selection decisions based on their management practices and on their goals.
Traits such as fertility and feed efficiency, average daily gain, and stayability are key traits in terms of for the profitability of cow-calf producers. So with the Igenity profile, we can look at those traits as well as other traits that are economically important to producers and give them an opportunity to evaluate animals at an early age, which animals that are going to excel in terms of their overall genetic potential in their operation, to make sure these cattle are going to hit the mark in terms of meeting their herd's objectives of what they're trying to produce.
Whether it's a seed stock operation, a commercial producer looking at their bull purchasing program or at heifer replacements, or even a feed yard, the Igenity profile puts inside information in the hands of producers early in the animal's life to help them make better selection and management decisions to ultimately improve efficiency and herd performance.
So we really look at it as a great complement to the existing genetic tools. The real advantage of Igenity profile is that we can find out the animals that excel in terms of their genetics, the inside information, if you will, in animals early in their life, when they're born, at weaning time, at branding. We can find that information out right away on those 15 economically important traits and give that information ahead of time to the producer so they can make some judgments.
The unique thing about our Igenity profile is that we have several traits that we can look at and use in an operation, create the most comprehensive picture of what the DNA of that animal is that's available today. And with that information, we can take and pick out those traits that are specifically important to that operation to reach their goals. The main way that my producers are using the Igenity profile as a selection tool, and then using our software as a way to sort animals and rank them from top to bottom to find a top end and a bottom end to make cull and keep decisions on heifers or bulls.
At Callion Farms in College Station, Texas, Byron Vassberg is a purebred Brahman producer who's quickly become a believer in the value of the Igenity profile.
There has been a big change in the last 2 or 3 years in DNA technology. The availability of new markers, the way that we go about proving them, validating them. Now that Igenity has a large profile using a lot of markers, the accuracy for the traits we are looking at has increased. We're able to make and use them for selection as a selection tool and make improvement wherever we want. Where before you were looking at one trait, one marker, it had some influence, but not like today. So you're able to use it for bulls, for your cows, if you're into real high-end breeding, or if you're commercial. There's a lot of ways to use the technology.
Technology is becoming such an important part of our industry, and it now involves DNA profiles for cattle. Let's return to reporter Brian Baxter, who's discovering more in Texas.
Covering most of Texas, Igenity sales representative Sam Lewis is one of those who works closely with commercial and seed stock producers to review the information they receive from the Igenity profile and help producers apply it to their individual herd goals to make better and more confident decisions.
The information is only as good as what you do with it. And so you can profile an animal, you can get the parentage on an animal, and unless you take action on that information, it is useless. And so that's where my role comes in, is I spend time with that producer, working through that information, utilizing that information to help them reach their goals.
Working with Sam Lewis to review the data in the identity profile of his herd, Byron Vasberg is keenly interested in having objective tools that can help him make faster, more accurate decisions that will improve the performance of his purebred Brahmins.
The use of identity profile has allowed us to get rid of the animals that do not perform in whatever trait we're looking for. We get rid of them fast. You make very quick improvement. Because the technology was not there before, people were not able to select in any of those traits, okay, or make a quick selection to get rid of the bottom statistic performers. We are now able to do that with identity profile. Because I'm comfortable with the people that I'm working with, you get answers really quick. That's very important. We're going to make rapid change in this herd. We're going to make rapid changes in this industry by using the identity profile.
While some might think the DNA information in the identity profile would pay off most for a seed stock producer, Vasberg says the value to the commercial producer is also clear.
Feed efficiency markers right now to a cow-calf producer, large or small, does not matter. We're in a drought right now. As an example, here in Texas, we're buying feed. You just saw a feed truck go by. Simplest thing right there, the DNA markers, if selected for properly, used properly, you can make a 15 to 20% improvement in any breed, not my breed, any breed. That's 15 to 20% off your feed bill.
It works. It's comprehensive. It's powerful. Producers, I mean, especially in these times where it's challenging from an economic standpoint, they have to use all the information and all the technology that's available to them. Identity profile is one of those tools that allows them to get a little leg up on what they've been doing traditionally over the years.
Adding the identity profile to their selection and management toolbox can help beef producers make better decisions, ultimately helping to avoid costly mistakes. From Southeast Texas, I'm Brian Baxter reporting for Cattleman to Cattleman.